Yeah, old school. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this ain't for everybody. Some of y'all need to hear this. I know you're in the trenches fighting, but check it out. I'm gonna put it down like this so I can help the saints understand. Everything you're going through is all part of the master plan. Or what? You thought because you got saved everything was gonna be peaches and cream? You better wake up, son. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Faith without works is dead. Read your Bible, you know what it says. He who don't work don't eat. Slackers don't get fed. Yeah, Jesus said he who puts his hand to the plow looks back the same ain't fit. Some of y'all ain't been in the trenches 5 minutes and you about ready to quit. I ain't mad at ya, I'm just hitting you with the real. If you died for me and I was still tripping, now how you think that make you feel? Check this out, deep game, this here's deep. Some of y'all ain't sawing nothing but you studied trying to reach. But unto him who is able to position faultless by his glory. Struggles might be part of your testimony, but it ain't the end of the story. Now the point is this was prophesied way back in the day. Choir, sing your hook right here and see if the church can relate.
I know we can make it. Oh, we can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. He'll work it out. Work it out. Yeah, he'll work it out. I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah.
Thinking not strange, the fiery trials are to try you. You say, why you? But your church say, what would Jesus do? Why you asking if he ain't trying to do what he's saying? He told you he was going to have tribulations, but you thought he was playing. 1 minute you're telling how good God is and can't nobody beat your talk. The next minute you're backsliding so fast, it's like you're moonwalking. Oh yeah, I'm preaching to myself because I ain't no better. It ain't like I've been following his every word, obeying it to the letter. But we soldiers, we got to remember that. Regroup, stay on point. Yeah, bow down, confess, repent, stay humble, let him anoint. It ain't easy as I thought it was. I'd be lying if I told you that. But it showed up getting better all the time. Trust me, that's the fact. Ain't nothing we going through that can't be handled. God put that on his son. Like they say, you can shout now if you want to, cause the battle's already won. So while you're going through the valley, don't even trip. You're gonna be on top. Choir, sing the hook line one more again. This time you don't stop.
I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He'll work it out. We can make it. I know we can make it. I know good and well. Oh, I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. If you let him, I know good and well. He can work it out. 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 Oh, he'll work it out. Oh, I know we can make it. We can make it. I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's gonna work it out for me. If you let him, I know good and well. He can work it out.
Blessed are the poor.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are those who mourn.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are the meek.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness.
I know we can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I know we can make it.
Yeah, welcome everyone. This is your host, Lamar Patterson. Yeah, we're going to pump the brakes right there. I just had to give a couple minutes to Big Boy upstairs. I mean, every time I hear that song, you know, it inspires me, motivates me, energizes me, and give me that little bit of energy and knowledge to know that, you know, we going to make it. You know, we going to make it through this thing called life, you know, this journey, boy, because it got ups and downs, twists and turns, pitfalls, and, you know, quicksand and all kind of crazy stuff going on, you know. But it's going to be all right because Big Boy said so, you know, and I believe him, and I hope you do too. Anyway, yeah, you listen to I Am Indy, and we got a great show lined up for you. You know, I'm very excited about this young man that's going to be joining us here in just 1 second, Mr. Richmond Punch. Homeboy actually out of Dallas, Texas, and done some tremendous things. And you guys are going to be very, very excited and interesting to hear his story. He's already been around the world. You know, he's got 4 albums out. He's in toured with just about everybody. You can name it. He toured everybody except me yet, but that's still coming. You know, CD out, finally. Back That Violin Up, gospel covers, and hymns for both of them. Yeah, this guy is awesome. Anyway, Let me see if his plane done landed. Let me see if he's here with us.
Hello.
Boom.
How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
Mr. Lamont?
How you doing, man? Are you with us, sir? I guess you are. I just heard your voice. Excuse me, man. I'm acting a little silly today, man, but it's a good day.
Oh, that's all right. It's good to hear you, man. Good to be here.
Yeah, man. Glad to have you, man. I'm excited to have you here, man. I mean, you've been putting in work, young man. You've been putting in work.
Yes, sir. It's been a blessing. You know, post-pandemic is a blessing for God. Some people looking at it almost like it's a double blessing. Like, I'm going to give you, like, double what you've been missing.
Wow, man. You know, I was excited to hear you're a native of Dallas, man. You know, I kind of came up down the street from there.
What area?
I'm over near Paris and Sherman, Texas.
Okay, yeah. Paris, Texas, where they do have an Eiffel Tower. In Paris, Texas, yes, sir. And Sherman, that's not too far from my people who come from Henderson and Reclaw, Tyler, Athens, Corsicana, those places.
I'm familiar with all that, man, because my hometown was Botham. Nobody ever really heard of Botham, Texas, man. But when I came out of there, man, either you played sports, played music, or picked cotton. That was
Oh, wow.
That was it. So, of course, I picked the music one, man, because I couldn't do the cotton thing. That wasn't for me.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about you, Mr. Punch. Can I call you Richmond?
No, yes, by all means.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about you, man, because you play a instrument that is, I guess, common in certain circles, but I mean, you've been able to do some wondrous thing with. How did you get to start with your violin?
Yes, sir. Well, I was in public school. My mom wanted me to have a good education, put me in a great public school where the access to music was made, you know, for all types of people. I actually came from South Dallas, and we got into the school. They had a public Montessori with a waiting list program, and they were out for equality and diversity, and they had the music. We didn't even know they had music, actually.
Wow. Well, it's kind of similar to what I was saying too. You know, we didn't have a lot of opportunities, and our parents was able to see things that we were too young to see, to open up those opportunities to put us in those places, you know, where we could grow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's you know, we definitely look back on our parents able to see that and put us in those positions. There's definitely no question about that. So, man, you just got so much music here, man. I want to start off really, I guess, with letting our listeners put their ears on some of your work, and then we could, you know, chop it up a little bit more. So, Richmond, what would you like to start the show off with?
Let's see. Well, I gave you a few different songs. Maybe, well, actually, let me know which songs do you have.
We have Finally, we have Back That Violin Up, we got Extra Sauce, and we got From Paris with Love.
Let's go with Finally.
All right. Well, that's what we shall do, everybody. We talking to Richmond Punch, and this is song Finally. So you know what I like to say: let your windows down, turn the air conditioner up, and put your ears on this. Man, that was awesome, man. It's violin is such a beautiful instrument.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like I said, it's something that you don't hear that often, man. But yeah, it's such a beautiful instrument. So Richmond, what drew you to the music in the first place?
Really, I guess it started with church, just being around music all the time, especially on Sundays, and hearing all the choir and hearing the sermons, like where it says, praise him with psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, and it says, and then it's like, let the cymbals play and the strings, the horns, everything. And that's really where my love starts, because that's what I heard all the time.
In church, it's amazing, well, it's not really amazing, but so many of us, church, because that's where we had to be, every Sunday, whether we wanted to or not, And it's funny, the school that you came out of, Booker T. Washington, Botham had a Booker T. Washington also. I guess every city does too, but those are kind of close together.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had wanted to ask you, man, after we played the last song, and I know a lot of artists that, that's out there, they have the same thoughts and probably want to get into another musician's head. I mean, when you constructing your songs or coming up with your songs, are you thinking about life experiences, or what is your should I say, a creative producing process? I'm trying to get my question correct. What motivates you and inspires you to write the music that you play?
Sure, yes, sir. Well, the song finally was about me trying to make it in the entertainment business, particularly like for everything that I learned in music and everything I prepared for to finally come together, where I can have maximized touring, recordings, collaborations, so forth and so on. Was a lot of the inspiration for that song. Matter of fact, actually, I'm still want to get my recording output to the numbers that I would like to be at, where I can be getting like rewards there. And but in terms of a lot of my songs, I have like a song called Mother's Love, which you don't have today, was written for my mother. When she was alive, she's no longer with us, but her legacy does live on. You have a song with you. It's called From Paris with Love. It was written for both my wife and myself for our love for Paris. Having both visited there, and actually our daughter she's going to Paris tonight. But I've been trying to get back, and on repeat, career-wise,
Well, hopefully after today we'll be able to help you with that a little bit, because our show, a lot of our associates on that part of the world, and they listen and we send music back and forth to each other. So that would be a
awesome.
good thing. Yeah, so that'd be a great thing, man. So, since you mentioned Paris with Love, man, let us go ahead and roll with that one a little bit, since you kind of segue into that one a little bit. We can go and put our listeners' ears on that one, and then we'll come back and chop it up.
Okay.
Everybody, you know the drill. Let the windows down, turn the air conditioner up, and put your ears on this. This is From Paris with Love with Mr. Richmond Punch.
am indie. With your host, Lamont Patterson. I'm independent, but I'm in it. I'm feeling fine all the time. On my grind, I am indie. Alicia Rain at the wave.
Yeah, we back with Mr. Richmond Punch. Before our little commercial thing, we were listening to From Paris with Love. I hear movie, man. I hear soundtrack stuff all over that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's definitely part of my goals as well, to really increase, getting music out of there in a grander scale, but also residual music.
Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes
yes,
sense.
sir. Yes, sir. But I wanted it to be able to bump, not just if you were going to watch it on screen. I wanted it to like bump in your car too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hear you, man. I know you got that feel, and I mean, you're already right there knocking on the door. So I'm looking at some of the people that you had the pleasure of, playing. Viola Davis, which is actually a friend of mine. I worked on the show with her a whole bunch of times. Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, and those different series. Danny Glover, Sir Charles Barkley, of course, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, Emmett Smith. I mean, how was it to play for some of these people? I know, Diana Ross. I know that was off the chain.
Oh, yeah. That's, matter of fact, one of my most requested songs post-pandemic, I found an even newer love for Diana Ross is, for instance, I'm Coming Out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also trying to get into that because I saw for the first time her what's the movie she did with the fashion? I can't even think of it. Is it a fashion?
Come on, some of my listeners out there, call in, let us know what that movie was.
Oh yeah, yeah, they might know. And then she has like songs like The Boss, or is it The Boss or I'm a Boss? Just like all those, types of songs. Upside Down, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Upside Down, those are the deep grooves. But yeah, it was an honor to. In her case, I was backing her in an orchestra, and it was just amazing to watch that whole production. To be around that. Viola Davis, it was great to entertain her in an intimate setting. In that case, was in a home. I'm at home, and I've actually still been trying to reconnect to her because I'm headed towards the Northeast during Congressional Black Caucus, late September. I'll be back out that way and trying to go to as many places as are possible out that way. Yeah, Danny Glover was awesome. That would have been out in your neck of the woods. That was actually Tyler College.
Oh, okay.
Where I played for Danny Glover. I know on repeat years he takes part in Tyler College and their fundraising and supporting them. And then Charles Barkley was really, really cool because that was like, I'm going to say like during the pandemic, and I was playing in a cigar bar at the time in Atlanta, and like every so often, often, and that particular time he was there, and he was sat in the back, and I tried to like play and be cool and like not bother him, but he, one of the things that struck me the most is that he stayed there for just about 4 hours, listening to my band. We were there for, I think it was a 3 or 4 or however long, but that whole night he didn't move.
Wow.
He didn't leave just before we left, before we finished.
Well, it's definitely some great music that you don't hear every day, man. So you definitely in a league of your own. So outside, I mean, I know you do a lot of classical stuff. So I think I read somewhere R&B, hip hop stuff, jazz stuff. That's on separate projects.
Yes, sir. I have, there are various projects. Like one of them I kind of call my hip hop jazz project, even though all the genres are not hip hop jazz. But that's That Violin Up. It's one that I relate to that kind of style. Finally is a CD itself. I put that in more like the smooth jazz. Gospel Covers is a gospel album, and I also have hymns for Botham. Both of those are gospel projects, and then I have the two newest singles. One you just heard from Paris with Love, as well as Extra Sauce.
So out of all the music that you play, do you have a favorite genre, or is there anything such for you? Because I am an improvising musician, I do play on listening. A lot of it's ear based, because I'm an instrumental. I want to listen to the song, the original artist, or my original music, and then put my flavor with it. My name is Richmond Punch. So I got to put a flavor. Yeah, I got to have some punch to it.
I got to put some flavor. But that's what I love to do. With music, and it'll allow me over the years I actually play every style of music. My whole business is custom based, and I get asked to play all kind of different songs.
I think that's great. As a musician, as an artist, I mean, it takes you out of the box. You're not limited. You know what I mean? And that's great. That is great. It's great to have that type of experience and professionalism and all that. I didn't ask you, Richmond, in total, how many years you been playing? How long have you been doing this? When did you start playing?
Oh, man. I guess it's been over 35 years. I just turned 42.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I just want
our listeners to know if they try to get to your level of perfection on that instrument, how much time they got to put in.
Oh man, I say I could short sum it up. Practice till you get to Carnegie Hall, and then practice some more. But basically, I mean, practice-wise itself, you need to get to the point, especially in your growing up and your development. Obviously, pre-high school, you may not hit that point, but we're talking, you want to be at 2 to 4 hours and whatnot, pre-college or whatnot, But by the time you get into some of your highest learning years, you want to get that number up to 6 to 8 hours.
Got it. So tell us, Richmond, what has been your favorite job you've had to this point? Let's see. Well, you know what? There was a huge one that happened when I moved to Atlanta. That although the reason is not the reason you want to have to perform, but it was the Rayshard Brooks viewing service, which was I was on national and international television. This was right after George Floyd's killing by police brutality. Right. Rayshard Brooks as well. The Wendy's in Atlanta, but it was being on national television for. In the international television during that.
was an unbelievable experience because I had never been, especially live broadcasted on national television. So that was something really forgettable. And then there was, as far as other events, I still go back to like my first time I ever played for a large scale audience, like 15,000 in the house plus, 30,000 or whatnot on online when I debuted at Potter's House Church in Dallas, Texas. But that was such an amazing feeling there to be able to do that.
Were you nervous?
Oh yeah. I was nervous plus church nervous, because there's already musical skill nerves that apply, and then I was nervous that if I miss this note, not that I'm not they're gonna let me back in the church no more, at least not on the stage. to play, to try to attempt to hit a high note, I was nervous about that, I think Bishop was like just feet away from me, like 15 feet, or something. I was like counting the feet. I'm like, Bishop T.D. Jakes is like 15 feet from me. Like, I wonder if I miss this note, how is he gonna hear it? Like, how much would he hear it?
Look, will you get them eyes? Will you get that? Will you get the look? Would you get the look?
Mhm. And actually, I remember later seeing him in a restaurant, and he stopped his bodyguard, and he was like, "Man, this is the greatest violinist around." And that's actually how I got the quote, which I used. You'll see it on my website. Sorry, this is, man. Let me introduce you to this violinist, this young man. This is the baddest violinist around. Those are the exact words.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. But you deserve it, man. You didn't put in the work, man, and your talent shows. So I'll definitely add to that list. If you had the opportunity to collaborate with some people out there, I mean, who would it be? I mean, who do you see that you see yourself with?
Yes, sir. Man, you know what? After some of the work I just heard, well, it's always been like people like Beyonce, and like Kendrick Lamar, or J. Cole, or Jay-Z, But also after that CD I just started listening to, Alicia Keys. Man, it's like she went all the way back. She got Ella, Nina Simone. I don't know what's going on in that thing, but, to collaborate with her, my favorite R&B singers, Lucky Day, his favorite male R&B singer, female, really, there are like too many. Because, I'd be like, I want to collaborate with, like, Money Long. I want to collaborate with her. Ella May. It was way too many.
Yeah, bro, but you know what you're supposed to do, and I know you'd heard in the church, sometimes you got to talk things into existence, man. You got to put it out there,
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that social media, I was going to say, some of that has been extremely impactful. Because I take a cover during an event and I'll play someone's song, and now I'm finally starting to get some responses.
Well, let's chat about that for like one quick second. In social media, in terms of the music industry, as you being an artist, and I talk to a lot of artists that's, coming up in the game, and and the first thing they want to do is go seek management, and I have to explain to them that, until you have something to manage, I mean, who's going to manage you, so there's a certain amount of work you have to put into yourself first. You have to make yourself marketable, for lack of a different phrase, which is just reality. I mean, nobody wants to invest in a bad investment, nobody wants to do that. But in your opinion, the social networking, social media, how important do you feel that is in your career as an artist?
Oh, it's extremely important. you have to know how, or like one of the great ways they say it is I learned from my web designer. It was either with my web designer or someone like that. They say if you don't have a website and various social media platforms, it's basically like your company, your gift, your service, whatever, basically does not exist in today's world, because you have to have a reach beyond, say somebody opened your doors or whatever between 9 and 5. If they can't reach you beyond being able to see you and your product in person, if they can't reach you beyond that, then you can't be successful at it. So that was one of the things I try to really push for every day. I remember recently during the pandemic, I passed the 10,000 hurdle on Instagram. That was really cool. I remember I discovered it must be after like 4,000 or whatnot, folks. And y'all, this is like real good advice here, good tips here, that you can go live on TikTok after having like 4,000, something like that, followers. What else have I found out on social media? Just the power of being on all the platforms. You need LinkedIn. You're going to need Instagram. You need TikTok. You need Facebook. You need a website. You need all that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff, which is not important because, a lot of senior artists that I know, unfortunately, they didn't get that memo about how important, social media is. And a lot of them, unfortunately, are not even computer literate, which is another setback. And hopefully the ones that are established, it doesn't hurt them so bad, but you got a lot of great artists out there that just don't have that. They're just not computer literate. They don't have that savvy. So I think it hurts them. So, yeah, it's really super, super important. I agree. So, listen, man, we're going to play some more of your music, man. I'm interested in hearing Back That Violin Up.
Oh, Back That Violin Up. Awesome. Yes, sir. That gets into my hip-hop, into that groove, into that club vibe that everybody loves after they 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Take off my tie, pour me a nice martini and see what Lamont got.
Yeah, here you go, y'all. This is Richmond Punch putting that punch into it. This is Back That Violin Up. Let the windows down, turn the air conditioner up, and put your ears on this.
Think we found the move.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see you swinging that in a joint.
Yes, sir. That's a good one to play. Usually, always, because I like for people to feel music to the point that they're, moving, responding, participating in the concerts. Really enjoying.
Oh man, yeah, man. Definitely got a great sound, man. I'm sure everybody's listening to it, man, because I see the switchboard is lit up. So I can imagine the people bobbing their heads somewhere, doing their thing. Just pay attention to the road if you're in your ride, and then if you sit behind the computer at your desk somewhere, you make sure the boss don't catch you and you got your earphones on,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what's next for you, sir? What you got planned? What you gonna do next?
Yes, sir. Well, I am in the middle of a world tour, 2022. I have upcoming. I'll be in. Let me go to it. Let's see. I'll be in September, later this month. I'll be in Greenville, North Carolina, around September 9th, and I just pulled everything up just now. Okay. Greenville, South Carolina. I'll be back in Greenville, South Carolina, September 18th. Congressional Black Caucus, and as well as where I'm trying to tackle the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, the Northeast, from September 28th to October 2nd, and what I hope will be more. I'll be in Dallas that weekend, October 22nd, and just announced I'll be in Nashville the Halloween weekend, October 29th till November 2nd. And so I'm looking for somebody, to hire me where I can come in and do a, Halloween intense thriller version of The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Dude, I might be coming through that way in October. Come down and see my people. Down the Dallas, Fort Worth area, Arlington, McKinney.
Okay, yeah, I'll be down there October 22nd weekend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I make it, man, I definitely holler at you before I roll out, man, so I can come through that, man, check out your show and stuff.
Yes, sir. Please do. I'll make sure I'll send you more information and invite to be able to come, which is very good as well. I want to make sure everyone checks me out, like at Violin Richmond on Instagram. I have any questions about the locations, because I don't always have every single location or the ticket information. Just do message me, and as I get more updates, and I'll send that your way.
Yeah, well, while you're doing it, man, go ahead and tell everybody how they can reach out and touch you, man, and get at you.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, my name is Richmond Punch, international violinist and entertainment contractor of bands, duos, vocalists, band with vocalists, dancers, DJs, and even some of the added things like lighting and fog and everything. I started getting into all that. So you can find all of that at richmondpunch.net, which is my website. I'm on Instagram at Violin Richmond, LinkedIn, Richmond Punch, TikTok, Richmond Punch, and Facebook, Richmond Punch. Definitely connect, and I look forward to seeing you out there at events that I have often, and I promise you will enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, because I know they're enjoying themselves right now. Richmond, talk to us real quick, man. We got extra sauce, man, so we're going to put that on there. Put that on them before you get out of here.
Okay, you want to know about that song? Extra Sauce was actually written during the pandemic, and it has a cool little story to it that, when during the pandemic, like everyone else, when you're at home and you wanted to eat your food, you ordered out, and you would get what they sent you, which generally was not everything that you ordered as far as during the pandemic. So including, getting a steak, sometimes you spend extra money, even $100, $200, during the pandemic, for at-home delivery. You get your steak, your mashed potatoes, your broccolini, and you have no knives, no forks, no napkins, no plasticware, no au jus sauce. You know what I mean? There's no au jus to go with the steak, to go with the bread, all that stuff.
Right.
Like during a couple of, even post-pandemic, me and my wife ordered Wendy's, and the chili and the baked potato. We ain't had no butter, no chives, no sour cream, no. The chili didn't have a fork, so I don't know if I was supposed to eat chili with my hands or what. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the song.
Hey, look, they don't care. They don't care. They cutting their bottom line.
They took a pandemic hit. It don't matter.
It don't matter. You better turn that cup up and start slurping. They don't care.
Yeah. Go on and get you some chili juice.
Yeah. And look, and don't feed your shirt and blouse in the meantime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go feed. Yeah, feed. Yes, sir. And this is the song that was born out of all that, because I wanted all of my sauce, and the song is called Extra Sauce.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let the windows down. Put your ears on this and get your extra sauce. Another awesome song.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice, man. You know, I want to definitely tell our listeners right now that if you came in the show late, it'll be available in a few minutes worldwide. And if you're having problems finding it, it's on all the platforms, so you shouldn't have any issues at all hearing the show in its entirety. You could always ask your mama, to ask your daddy, ask your neighbor across the street, the milkman, you know, the dude at the gas station, the guy behind this counter at the supermarket, but somebody will be able to tell you, you know, where you can hear the show because you don't want to miss it.
Yes, sir.
You have to put that one out there, man, because sometimes my brother and sister, well, you know, we caught part of the show, but we didn't hear the other songs, so I just want to make sure they know how to go back and hear all the songs. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, man, it's been great. It's been awesome, man. And time always flies when you're having fun, man. And in your travels, man, where would you like to visit that you haven't been yet? Let me put that one in there.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I mentioned earlier the song From Paris with Love. So definitely Paris is one of those places.
You already been there. You already
soon.
been there. I'm talking about somewhere else. You already been there.
Oh, that I haven't been to.
Right.
Oh, man, I got you. Okay, Cape Town. Well, the reason why Paris is on that list is because I wasn't a full adult.
Right. Oh, okay.
So I kind of feel like I ain't seen it as an adult, where I could party,
Gotcha.
But Cape Town, South Africa, I gotta go to my roots. I gotta go to Africa. Sydney or Melbourne. Hawaii is on the list. What else is on the list? Italy, Tokyo. Those even South Korea. There's a lot of places that I would love to see.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm helping you put it out there, man, so we make sure that you get there, so we can see you on that end.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, man, listen, we appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to make sure we keep playing your music on this side of the world, and everybody know about you. They didn't know about you yesterday. They're going to know about you today and tomorrow. So we're gonna do our part, and on your end, keep sharing the show, man, so people can continue to put their ears on that, so, they'll know what we're trying to do over here on this end as well, because we're trying to spread the love, spread the music, spread the knowledge, and help inspire somebody else to do what we do.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And you're out there on the West Coast, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, I love it out there, man. I also want to give a shout-out out there to my sister's business out there, which we'll talk about on another occasion. It's called Weedology Tours.
Absolutely,
my sister's
man.
She's in the cannabis business.
Yeah, we definitely going to have you to come back so we can talk about that for sure.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you so much for this opportunity.
All right, everybody. We're going to see you guys next week, same time. And please check out our new friend, dynamic artist, Richmond Punch. He's doing great things. And we're going to see you guys next week. Love you much.
Charlie Starr here, and I always listen to I Am Indie with your host, Kay Diddy, on Blog Talk Radio, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Listen from your phone, 347-308-8747, Blog Talk, Kay Diddy.
Pressure's rising.